Hello and welcome back to episode 25 of the Lockdown Challenge, and here again we're doing one of the videos we like to do where we have a look around the end of the season. We're right on the back of the last episode, so I've still got some stuff, which means I might need to jump off and pause. There might be a few cuts and stuff like that where I'm dealing with texts and phone calls and whatnot, but hopefully we can just plough through and get to the end. If you're new around here, please drop a like on the video, drop a sub and all that as well. But let's just crack on because these ones are normally a bit longer. So we're here on the 13th of June. We're right on the back of that disappointing Northern Ireland result. Still haven't processed it quite yet. If you haven't seen that episode, go back and look. We also had a quick look at the end of season 4 challenges and how we sort of got on, so you can see the score and all that stuff. But that's not for now. We're looking ahead now, and we are looking back again at the rest of the leagues and other teams and stuff. But within ourselves, we're looking ahead. So we're going to pop on the screen now season 5's challenges, just so we know what we've got to deal with, what we've got to contend with. So there is still Northern Ireland we've got to finish the job of, and we've also still got a club element, but that is very much in our power. So Northern Ireland is what we're going to look at first. So we've got to qualify for the World Cup, 2002 World Cup. For that we get 125 points. We're doing good. We're running a good course for that. That Azerbaijan has put a dent in that, let's be honest. But it's still in our power. If we go out, we'd have to beat Czechs and Turkey and Romania's anyway. So we just got to do that now and just carry on. Every group stage point we earn is 10 points. So if we get 9 points, we get 90 points. Fine, easy. Knocked out in the last 16. Right, okay, so these are all points based on actually how you get on in the World Cup, I assume. Yeah, because that must happen before the update kicks in. So if you get to the last 16, you get 60 points. If you get to the quarters, you get 75 points. Semi-finals, 100 points. And if you win, you get 200 points or 150 points for runners-up. But I don't think there's anything for... Oh, okay, group stage point, not the actual... so there's no. If you don't get there, there's nothing. If you don't get out of the group, there's nothing other than points you earn for any points you get within the group. Okay. In terms of club football, you got to win the top division to get 100 points. If you get any club, you have to be moved to club before October the 31st, so that's fair enough. And then there's various points based on other positions in the league, so top 4 plus 50, top 6 plus 25, outside the top 6 minus 50, bottom 6 minus 100. And if you're outside the top division but get promoted, it's plus 75. But you only get one category of the points, so you finish third, you'd get 50 points, not the top 6 and whatnot. Bonus, you sign John Curtis. Might be difficult. He's still at Fulham, where we had him before. I think they're doing okay. They might not be wanting to sell him, or they've already sold him, and we've got definitely no chance. We get goal difference points, and your club win times 10. So I guess that means the margin. So if you win 4-1, if you win say 4-1, you get 30 points because it's 3 goals difference. So we have to keep an eye on that through the season, try and keep a memory of it. If we're already at a club, if we're at a job what John Curtis is, that counts. And we got to play up until the World Cup final, but don't do the end of season update. You have until that's the actual original challenge notes. I don't need those. So that's what we're doing really. I just need to pause, take a quick message, and then we'll be carrying on. Okay, let's get going. So I might have to drop off again in a minute, but anyway. So if we have a look at England first of all, we're going to look in the Premier League table. I saw this pop up, so I know Man United won the title. Not too clearly of Liverpool. West Ham second. Where did Fulham finish? Respectable ninth. Have they still got Jack? Jack's still there. He'll probably retire now. 12 million. If he does, it might be a job we look at. Go back to Fulham. They've got some good players there still. They've got Eric Nevland, who would have got some points this year, but they've also, I think, still got John Curtis. Yeah, still got John Curtis as well, so he'd help us fulfil that part of the challenge. Tetson's actually a key player for them now. He's actually capped by Germany as well. Okay, fair enough. Sigurdsson's a key player. Notman's a key player. Did okay. Ray Barker. They've got some good players in there, and we could obviously look at maybe trying to bring some of the. Is that Clive Platt? Who's he? I know he's a real player. He's done the rounds a little bit. He's scored goals wherever he's gone, and they spent a lot of money on him at Fulham. Interestingly, a few players they want to get out, but yeah, we could look at maybe bringing some of the big club players from Salamanca over with us. George Weah would be one for a start. So they've done okay. Arsenal back up to 6th. Obviously had a bit of a stuttering season a few years ago. Who's gone down? Chelsea go down. Obviously this would be about the time, maybe a year or two earlier than it would happen, but coming up to the time the Abramovich era starting, Not in the Championship, it wouldn't be. Norwich and Crystal Palace going down as well. Birmingham survived by the skin of their teeth. Southampton fairly clear in the end. Okay, Newcastle down there. Fulham, we saw. Division 1, we've got Everton coming back up. They're interested in a few of my players. They might have that big... I mean, reputation-wise, they're bigger than Salamanca, but they're in the second tier, and we've just finished 5th in top tier of Spain. They shouldn't be able to poach our players on big club, but I mean, they've absolutely wiped the floor with that division, haven't they? I mean, I assume, is that Dion Dublin's? No, he's real. I thought it was Dion Dublin's regen maybe, because he's a defender striker, isn't he? But they've got some decent players, a lot of strikers. Wow, Sylvain Wiltord's in there. He's not done amazing. I mean, a few of Paul McVeigh, obviously we've got Northern Ireland, done okay. Michael Branch, I guess he was on loan. Yeah, at Cardiff, he bangs in on goals quite a lot. Jim Quinn's one of ours as well. Hasn't played for them very much. A lot of forwards. I wouldn't be keen on taking that job. Who's the manager who's bringing in forwards? Is it Kevin Keegan? It's still Howard Kendall. Wow. Okay, Coventry come up, Man City come up, Sunderland, Wimbledon and Peterborough. Wimbledon looking to bounce back, get in the playoffs, but not quite able to do that. Wolves, West Brom and Ipswich go down. All those jobs were offered to me throughout the course of the season. I think West Brom twice even. So glad we didn't take one of those. Would have been a tough old ask keeping them up. I mean, it was quite a close... Again, Stockport really the only team that were close. And the Swansea have done well to get up to where they are as well. So that's an interesting one. I don't know if we're going to look at Division 2 and 3. We'll have a quick scout down. Mansfield, Notts County and Brentford. Millwall's not recovering yet. Charlton not recovering yet. Barnsley not recovering yet. Wigan going down again. Oldham, Watford and Leyton Orient going down to Division 3. And then Chesterfield, Reading bouncing back up. Chester coming back up and Brighton coming up. Who's going down? Cambridge United are going down. Okay, they've got John Solarco in their ranks. Paul Wanless. I mean, they were pretty winless this season. Coming out of all the puns, I don't know where they're coming from. Kettering do quite well to survive. I think they came up. I might be wrong. That might have been last season. But we'll have a look at players' tables. Goal scorers, Premier League. So we've got Stefan Everson. We saw him. He left the Spanish team, didn't he? I think Atletico Madrid B. He was to go to West Ham. In fact, we saw him, I think, leave Celta, go to Atletico Madrid, and then he's gone to West Ham as well for even less money. We've got Seagull for Sheffield Wednesday. Obviously just had a good season. I think they finished 3rd or 4th. Rory Delap for Tottenham. Michael Owen, Shearer. Starting to see less and less of the regulars, I guess as you like to call them. You know, starting to drop down. Ronaldo way down there with 13. Still good return on the amount of games. He's obviously been out with injury. I did see a few injuries appear as well. So yeah, Eric Nevland, expect more than 12 from him. Zola might be retiring. We're going to do the old regen checker thing soon as well. If we go into Division 1, look at the player tables in there. We've got Cedric Bardon. I think we tried to snatch him at one point. Chelsea got there first. He's since gone to Everton and done quite well. We've done quite well without him. A lot of players for Everton in there in this list. Obviously, they've got enough strikers to do that. They got. I think he's just left. Okay, I thought he left Everton, but he didn't know. Noel Whelan, Riedler, Rebrov. Who else do we recognise? Peter Thorne. Efana Koku for Wimbledon, Melville, Jonathan Jones, Nicholas Goodmanson. I think he's Liverpool. No, Blackburn. That's it. Okay. Malmo and all that sort of thing. Yeah, recognise him. I recognised his name. We've got Stritong in. We've got Huckabee. We know in there. Kevin Phillips grabbing in some goals for Tranmere. He's done okay last couple of seasons. Dean Holdsworth, he'll be getting on a bit now. No caps for England, unsurprisingly. Marcus Gale. He's doing okay as well. We won't look at the players in Division 1, I don't think. We'll have a quick look at the FA Cup. Man United beat West Ham, so they did the double. They've got Paul Scholes grabbing the goal. 3 men sent off. What a dirty game this was. 67, 73 and 81. So all quite late ones. They missed a penalty, West Ham, as well, to equalise. Probably just edged by Man United, who was in the semis. We had a semi-final replay. They beat Blackburn United. And West Ham beat Everton. Obviously, we're flying in the Division 1. Flying in the FA Cup as well, but just pipped by West Ham. And then we've got the League Cup. West Ham won that. So, yeah, doing well in the Cups, West Ham. Bale getting the man of the match. He did miss the penalty in the FA Cup final, but John Hartson and Mukhamadev, the one we saw, getting the goal for them in that game. Semi-finals. West Ham beat Tottenham, and who was in the final? Was it Sunderland? Beat Middlesbrough. Oh, bit of a London derby and a North East derby there, so in the League Cup. So that's that. We're going to look at the French competition. Just have a quick look there. Marseille are champions, knocking PSG off their perch. They've obviously won the Champions League the last 2 years in a row. It'll be interesting to see who wins that this year, because PSG don't look quite as dominant. Marseille only losing one game all season. Don't know who Kubris is or whoever that was. Lyon in third, Monaco down there. Anyone else surprising? Saint Etienne, Niort and Lorient going down. Lorient going down for a bit of a whimper, really. Lille and Lens you'd expect to be nearer the upper end of the table, but 14th and 15th. And then coming up, Toulouse coming up, Strasbourg coming, finally bouncing back up, and Sochaux. Metz miss out, Nîmes miss out. A few of those have been top flight teams in recent years. Troyes, Bourges, Toulon and Wascahal all going down. I think a few of them jobs have been offered very recently. I think they're still in the job list. Any of them showing up? Or have only recently just appointed someone, so they're going to go down again. He's a good player on one of the future CMs, I think. Frederick Nee, I think it's 0102. He was quite good on. Player tables, top goal scorers in Division 1. Thierry still at Monaco. That's very surprising. Thought he might have moved on by now. Normally goes to someone like Juventus. Obviously went to Juventus in real life, but he does go to Man United or Juventus in this game quite often. Bakayoko's at Marseille and doing well, banging the goals in still. Best season yet by far. Yeah, he scored more this season, practically almost as much as he did in the last 2 seasons. So very good season for him. We got Laslons at Bordeaux. Hasn't moved anywhere, doing okay. Patrice Loco, Denilson, a lot of PSG players in there, as you'd expect. They've got a lot of good scoring players, but not enough to win the league this year, it would seem. Diomed still at Auxerre. I think he went to Liverpool in real life. He normally moves on this game as well. I didn't check assists in the English league, but have a quick look there. Laslon's doing it for them as well. If we go to Spain, so we know the league table because we were in it. We finished 5th, Barcelona. Let's have a look who goes down. Las Palmas, Compostela, Osasuna and Deportivo La Coruña. I mean, they have got some players in their ranks. Jalminha, if I didn't have worry about foreign players, I'd be looking at bringing him just because how much I rated him back in the day. Conceição as well. We might actually have to have a little look and a bit of a poaching job going on if we can. We have to wait for the league to tick over, I think, just so we can get our reputation to grow a little bit. Did I just see? No, I thought I saw someone else as well, but it wasn't him. Coming up next season, Valladolid, Sporting Gijón, Merida and Leganés. Barcelona B just missing out, but they wouldn't have been able to go up anyway. Player tables, top goal scorers. I expect to see 2 of our players. Oh my God, we didn't actually win it. Sonny Anderson at Barcelona. Absolutely. Oh, is it because he's got his goals in Europe? I think that's what's done him. Yeah, it's the goals in Europe. That's unfair. We've got 40 and 42. He's got 39 and 39 and 35. That's still a pretty good return. But Barcesian in there as well. Bierhoff, we know, got a hat-trick against us and still did okay. But when you think that 3 of them were against us, probably more in the other games as well. We've got a few other names we recognise in there. Back Janssen's very good as well. Good young Danish player. Goals and assists for him. Yeah, and the numbers start to drop off quite rapidly after that. Yeah, some good names in there. Rui Costa in there, of course. Klimovic, he scored a few against us, I think. Vallecano. Yeah, okay. So that's Spain. Let's have a look at assists because I think we should be topping that. Yeah, look at that. Barcesian, Postman and Weir. Look at those goal contributions. No one else in the list for quite some time. Gospodarek, he was a bit part player. He came in towards the end of the season a bit more. Getting in there as well. Yeah, so that's an interesting one. European competition, Champions League winners, last results. PSG get to the final again, but they lose to Barcelona this time. Rivaldo grabbing a goal, Lamucci getting one. Loco and Trezeguet getting the goals for them, but not enough. Anything interesting happened? It went to extra time. 2 goals for Barcelona and Rivaldo in extra. Rivaldo 1 goal in extra time. Sorry, for Rivaldo in extra time to win 3-2. Who's the semis? Barcelona beat Juventus and PSG beat Porto. Okay. Can't see player tables there. We can see it overall. We'll look at that in a minute. Cup winners, Cup, last results. Borough win on penalties against Sporting Lisbon at Highbury. Good to see. Mark Rivers getting the goal and Paulo Alves, don't know much about him. Semi-finals, Middlesbrough beat Bilbao overall and Lisbon beat Inter Milan. Okay. I mean, they've lost a few of their players, but they've still got some decent players in there. So, Zielius is coming on a free. A lot of players in there I'm very interested in having a look at. We've got the UEFA Cup last results. Parma win on penalties against Monaco. Henry didn't play in this game, bizarrely. I wonder if he was suspended or something. Not too sure. But 0-0. Did it go to penalties? It did. And Algerino, Alou and Diawara. I thought it was Cabadiawara, but it's not. And Montella missed for Parma, but Totti, Asprilla and Stanic. Totti's at Parma now. Okay. He's made a few moves. He's left Roma. Didn't leave Roma in real life, but he's made 2 moves in this one. We'll have a look at the competition history. So, yeah, we can see. Oh, Juventus actually won it last year. It wasn't PSG. What have I been waffling about? They won it 2 years. Then Juve beating Ajax in the final twice. Not there this year. And then Barcelona beating PSG. Cup Winners' Cup competition history. So we had Marseille. Obviously won the league at Cantor this year, but not in European contention. And UEFA Cup. Parma, Monaco, Inter, Porto. Inter are there or thereabouts in the European competition again this year. Atletico Madrid have been there in recent years a bit as well. Inter again there. Yeah, so player tables, top goal scorers, Thierry Henry, Inzaghi, Baranovsky, don't know much about him. Probably scored a lot of those in the early qualifiers, to be honest, and then didn't do much on. Same with this guy, probably, although he looks a bit tasty. Let's add him to shortlist. So not much else to say there. European Super Cup, we've got Marseille beating Juventus 2-1 over the 2 legs, and we've got the World Club Cup, Juventus beating Boca Juniors 2-1. Esposito, wasn't that a song by Justin Bieber a few years ago? Esposito? No. So yeah, we've got that there. We've covered the leagues, we've covered Fulham. Monthly awards, we didn't get anything this year. Van Gaal getting the later ones. Antic piping up with a few as well. Bilbao early on in the season grabbing a few. Lille over Tenerife was very good as well. I thought we were quite value for at least 1 or 2, but I think we had a lot of patchy months where we'd sort of reel off 3 or 4 good results, but then might have 1 or 2 that weren't. We haven't had the annual awards yet. I'll maybe show that at the start of the next episode once we've gone through the update and stuff. I'm not going to have a chance to do that tonight. Anything else we need to look at? We've got the shortlist. I don't really know who's on it anymore. It's quite full. Need to have a look at that. Latest transfers. I don't think there's going to be too much. There's a few contracty ones that have maybe happened. Let's have a look. No one's jumping out. Thomas Strunz has gone to free transfer from Barcelona, but he's quite old now. I don't think that's what we need in our team. We very much do like the try and get some younger players in. We haven't got a lot of space to work with in our team. We've got to try and sell a few off. So Spanish transfers. I thought I saw someone. Amavisca went to Leeds from Barcelona. I did think I saw some good ones. Amor's left Barcelona. Benitez has gone to Gijón on a free transfer. I thought I saw some, but they weren't huge transfers, to be in all honesty. So we'll cover maybe transfers in the next episode. What else have we got to talk about in this one? I don't think there's anything. We talked about what we're going to do. Yeah, let's have a look at see if there's any jobs available that might tempt us. Obviously can't go for the countries. No clubs that are of interest. Valencia, they're in the second division. They didn't come back up. Where did they finish actually? Out of curiosity, 11th. Wow. Obviously it doesn't help us. They're in debt as well. No, that is really not a job that's worth taking by any stretch. Did they sell any of their big names? Obviously they had Ortega. He went on a free transfer to Fiorentina. I'm guessing they had a relegation release clause perhaps. Claudio Lopez went to Freiburg on a free. Galvez I know was quite good on this game. Not for them apparently. He's gone to Sociedad on a free. Just finished second in the league, but he didn't do anything. Unless that's just happened maybe. I'm not too sure. But I think we're going to wrap that episode up there. That's a quick look around I say quick, it's about 20 minutes still, this video. A quick look around the world. If there is anything you want me to show in these sort of videos that I'm not showing or not picking up on showing, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, until next episode when we're going to crack on with Season 5, I'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.